go!
And we are underway. The 2020 men's division of the Nathan's Famous Hot Dog Eating Contest.
It's been something else to get this off the ground, and I hope that MLE's been able to help our peers across the sports vertical, MLB, NFL, show them the way that you can have live sports here, and we all got to figure it out.
Life inside the bubble going well already. Again, a world record on the women's side.
So this is important early in the contest. It's that first few minutes. If Wary and Sugar can get inside Breeden's head a bit, right, distract him a bit, that's a win for Joey. The Pulisic and Williams sort of clearing the way for, you know, Mo Salah. We got to just watch these numbers early.
Darren Breeden, remember your 2019 runner-up, a career-high 50 hot dogs and buns. But Nick Weary and Shoulder Day making their presence felt early.
I didn't know if it was Delt's Day or is he here to install the Wi-Fi.
Just 1 minute.